All right, this will be our walkthrough for week 8. So you can see I've launched Reaper. First thing I want to do is I want to save file. So in this case, I can go to the File pull-down menu, go to Save Project, or you can go Command S on Mac. And I'm going to call this Week 8 Vinegar. And I'm going to make sure it's saved to the desktop. So there it is, over here, right? Saved. Now, I want to view my virtual instrument keyboard. So I'm going to go up to the View pull-down menu. And I'm going to select Virtual MIDI Keyboard. There it is. And for this one, I'm going to slow my tempo down. So we talked about slowing the tempo down, beats per minute. I'm going to select 80, just a random slow down tempo. And I want to add 2 virtual instrument tracks, 2 Sforzando tracks. So in this case, easier way to do is just go up to the Insert pull-down menu, Virtual Instrument on New Track. I'm going to find the Sforzando, which is right here. Go OK. And I've found some sounds that I want to use, and so I have a folder down here called Sample Sounds. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go Thunder Rain. So I'm going to put that in there first. And then you can hear it. A lovely Thunder Rain. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to rename this by double-clicking on it and call this Rain. Now if I click on my MIDI keyboard up here and make sure this is record enabled, I can actually hear it. Doesn't sound quite as good down low, so I'd probably go up to a different octave. So now I'm going to add another Sforzando track, because the idea for this one is you're going to combine 2 or 3 tracks, up to you how many you use. So Insert, Virtual Instrument, find my Sforzando, okay, and in this case I'm just going to add some simple footsteps. There it is, as you can hear. So I'm going to have somebody walking in the rain, I guess. So I'll double click on this and go footsteps. And I don't want both of these record enabled, so I'm going to turn this off right now. And this is important because when you start recording, you'll record both at the same time, which you may or may not want to do. In this case, I really don't want to. Now, before I record, I actually want to count in so I can record this. So I'm going to go up to the Options menu up here, and I'm going to find something called a metronome pre-roll. And I'm going to go to metronome pre-roll settings. And in this case, I want a two-bar count in. I'm in 4/4 time, which you can see down here. So you'll get 4 clicks, in this case 8 clicks, before I have to record something. So I'm going to select pre-roll before recording. And I'm going to click OK. And it's going to give me 2 measures right up here. You can select it to 1 if you feel you want to do that. I'm not clicking Enable Metronome because I'll show you a shortcut to do that. So that's set. I'm going to close that. Now to enable the metronome, just click on the metronome right up here. It's highlighted, it's now enabled. Now before I record, I'm actually going to get 2 full clicks. So I'm going to record the rain first. So I'm going to record enable this. And then remember that in order to use your keyboard, you have to click on it and highlight. So in this case, I'm actually going to go to down here and select record. You're going to hear 8 clicks, then I'm going to start recording with my keyboard. And I know that I want to use this sound, so I might hit that a couple times. So here we go. So I'm going to record, and again, for this assignment doesn't have to be long. I'm hitting the record button. There's my 2-bar click. I'm going to click on this, make sure it's highlighted. Good, and I'll hit the space bar to stop. It's going to say, do you want to keep it? And I want to say, yes, I do. Save all. So now when I hit my playback, I'm going to record, unenable this, hit the space bar to hear it. My metronome's still going, that's okay. Now for this, I'm going to add some footsteps and the same process. So I'm going to record enable here, go down to record. My metronome I know is already on, I already got a pre-roll. Excuse me. So I'm going to hit record enable, or hit record, go down, select my MIDI keyboard. Excuse me. So he might have been running a little fast to get out of the rain. Bad joke, but save all. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat today. So I'm going to unrecord enable this, hit my space bar. Now I should hear both tracks. So in this case, I really want my footsteps to be a little louder than the rain. So I'm going to take my fader, and I'm going to show you how to automate mixing in an upcoming tutorial. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Turn my metronome off up here. So that's pretty close to the mix that I want. So I want to render this. So I'm going to select this and then shift click to select this. So I'm rendering everything. So I'm going to go up to my file and I'm going to file pull down. I'm going to select render. And I have the mix that I want. I'm going to call this Week 8 Fenninger. I know it's going to be saved to my desktop Week 8 Fenninger folder. And everything else is the same. I'm just going to go render one file. And it's telling me it's okay. So I'm going to close. Excuse me, throw this down into the dock. Open up my folder here. And there's my Week 8 Fenninger WAV file. So let's hear what it sounds like. So there it is, and that's the file that you're going to be sending to me for the project. And the idea is here to render at least 2, maybe 3 things, mix them and get a little bit of an ambiance. Find some different sounds. Don't use the sounds that I gave you. See if you can come up with some unique sounds for this project.